y'all, how are you guys doing? Today for you, I'm doing my October purchases and reviews video. Now this month, because Bryce and I are in the process of moving to another state, and we just have, of course, with moving, tons of expenses, I don't have tons of purchases, but I did throw in a couple of other things that I've just really been enjoying this month because I haven't done like an actual favorites video in a long time, which I might do an updated current things I like or something like that sort of a video, but I thought that I would just show you guys, really what I've been enjoying as well as what I've purchased and acquired throughout the month. I'm sorry that the lighting in this video is really weird. I'm so excited because when we move, I will be getting studio lights and I'll have my own filming room again, which I do here, but the background's gonna be a lot better. And I'm so excited because, we're moving into an actual house. I'll have a lot more space and I'm gonna try to focus more on like the interior design, especially in my filming room, and not try to have such a cluttery background. And so many things going on. I'm really excited to have something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, as well as hopefully a better camcorder and some studio lights. That would be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that, and you should too. And I'm still sick. If you guys were watching my last video, it's kind of getting worse, which is concerning, but yeah, I kind of sound like a little bit of a man today, or Scarlett Johansson, which I am going to just say that to myself so that I feel better. So I'm gonna start with the things that I actually purchased. First thing was a little kit that I got from Bare Minerals. Now, I have been wanting to try the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue for a very long time, pretty much since it came out. And it's not, it's really inexpensive. I think it's only about $28. So for kind of a higher end BB cream tinted moisturizer, it's really not too bad in price. I just kind of had a hard time committing to it because I have a really hard time getting through tinted moisturizers and getting through BB cream because I feel like my skin tends to fluctuate. I have really good skin days and then I tend to have some really bad skin days. And it hasn't been very consistent enough recently where I've been able to commit to such a low coverage sort of item. But recently, and I don't know if it's just my skincare that I've been using, and you guys can go look and see my previous skincare routine video, which I think I did about 2 or 3 weeks ago. That routine has been working for me so flawlessly and I've been getting such great results from it. And my acne scarring is quickly and rapidly diminishing, so I'm really excited about that. So I decided to do this little like try me kit that they had. Now I thought that the complexion rescue that came in it was full size, but I don't think this is. This is 0.68 fluid ounces, so a little under full fluid ounce, which is okay because most tinted moisturizers or most foundations are only 1 fluid ounce, so I still feel like I'm getting a good amount in here. I just didn't know that it was going to be a little bit smaller. And then 2 other items. You get the Bare Minerals concealer. Now this is called the Correcting Concealer. The shade selection that I got, the only thing is that they only have about 4 or 5 different shade ranges in these kits, which is really, sort of disappointing because if you are anywhere in between, then you're not going to have a color match. But I was pretty lucky. I got I think it's called the Light shade box or whatever. It comes with the vanilla tinted, why do I want to say tinted rescue? It comes with the vanilla complexion rescue. You get the light number 2 concealer, which actually comparatively to the complexion rescue is really dark. Like I'm having a hard time wearing this. I don't even know if I'd say it's really dark. It just kind of has a stronger peachier kind of undertone to it, so it can kind of show up looking a little bit orange on certain spots. But you get that, and then you get a deluxe size of the Bare Minerals Perfecting Veil. This is called, the Bare Skin Perfecting Veil. So I think it's part of the whole Bare Skin line. And this is in the shade Light Medium, which I think comparatively to the Complexion Rescue matches really nicely. This powder is really interesting. This is a very soft, you can tell it's very kind of like silica, what am I trying to say? Silica rich, there we go, sort of powder. And it doesn't offer a lot of coverage, but it definitely offers a very nice matte, kind of poreless look to the face. So I have been enjoying this. To be honest, the product that I've been liking the most by far has been the Complexion Rescue. These two I don't reach for as much, so I wish I just would have purchased the full size, but I didn't know. I love this stuff. Like, I totally agree with what everybody's saying. The thing that I love personally so much about Bare Minerals products is that they are one of the few foundation brands that don't break me out. And when I say breakout, it's not that I, from other foundations get like large red pimples. I just tend to get stuff around, kind of my mouth, around my nose. I definitely notice an increase in blackheads, especially right around here. I just tend to get these sort of clogged pores, kind of like little whiteheads on my forehead. And it just makes my skin less perfect at the end of the day when I go to take it off. And I don't have that problem with Bare Minerals products, which I love. So I'm a huge fan of this. I would definitely recommend recommend this to everyone. If you have normal to dry skin, if you have oilier skin, I don't know if this is going to be your, you know, cup of tea, just because it is such an emollient product. But I think heading into winter, this has really been sort of the moisturizer or the kind of thirst quencher that my skin has needed. I still do layer a little more kind of lightweight moisturizer underneath it, just because I live in such a dry climate. But I could definitely see how, you know, maybe if you are more oily skinned, you could use this in replacement of your moisturizer and be okay. What I think is kind of cool about this, and who knows, I mean, these are claims, I'm not saying that they're, you know, true, but Bare Minerals claimed to reverse engineer this, so it actually started as a moisturizer and then they decided to add pigment to it. So the skincare benefits in here I think are fantastic. It does have SPF of 30, sorry, not 50, which is great as well, and overall I'm just really impressed with this. So this has been a real winner. These guys I like too, but not as much. I would have, you know, going back, I probably just would have purchased the full size of this. Next thing I purchased was a shampoo and conditioner duo. Now I only brought the shampoo out because I didn't want to bring both of my big liters of shampoo and conditioner. Oh my goodness, you guys. And I know that I get really excited about products, but I have not been this excited about something in a while. This is the Bedhead Color Goddess Oil Infused Shampoo. And then, of course, the conditioner is the Oil Infused Conditioner. This stuff, if you have color-treated hair, this is a godsend. Even if you don't, like if you just kind of have a little bit more dry hair, you will love this. First of all, it has, I'm not going to smell it because I already know what it smells like. It has the most delectable, amazing scent in the entire life. I mean, even if you're not interested in purchasing this, just go smell it because it's an experience. It's a wonderful kind of snickerdoodle scent, but not in like a cheap Walmart body spray kind of way, or sometimes Bath & Body Works even, those kind of scents can get a little bit overwhelming. This is in like the most natural, beautiful, I mean, you just smell like a freshly baked cookie, but not like overpowering. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's the perfect in-between balance, and I think it's because it contains sweet almond oil and coconut oil, so there's a couple of different oils in it that are kind of nice and fragrant and smell really good. So I think that that's, you know, the key to this. I love this. Very, very hydrating without weighing my hair down. I just washed my hair last night and I don't feel like my hair gets greasy with this. I've had other shampoos that don't claim to be moisturizing that make my hair way more greasy than this stuff does. So I definitely don't think that the oil thing should scare you away at all. It rinses out very cleanly, and even the conditioner itself. I feel like, you know, after my last hair incident, you know, having her bleach so much of my head, I really do feel like my hair is in amazing condition. I feel like it's got a lot of shine. I feel like it's very soft. It's very manageable. I can easily go 3 or 4 days without washing my hair while I'm using this, and I am just beyond impressed. I am so in love with this stuff, and I see myself using this. Obviously, I got the big liter. That's how much I love it, and I'm obviously going to have this for a long time, but this is definitely a product that I would consider repurchasing, which I can't say a lot about shampoo and conditioners because I'm really, really picky about those, but this stuff is A+. Next thing I have here is another hair product, and this is again one that I actually purchased this month. This is the Color Wow Root Cover Up. I have mine in the shade dark brown. I picked this up because obviously, I mean, I don't know if you guys can you know, see too much because I did use this product today. My roots are 20 shades lighter than what I have going on right now. Maybe, I mean, not really, but I have naturally kind of that blonde kind of color hair. It's not blonde, but it's not like brown either. It's just a very kind of like almost mousy kind of brown color. It's not very attractive, and that's why I color it. But, you know, having such dark hair now, I mean, I would be having to go to the salon seriously every 3 weeks to do my hair, just because I feel like I really try to nourish it and I try to help it to grow, and I just don't have the money or the time for that. So I wanted to find a root touch-up product that was going to be quick, be easy, look natural, and you know, not be sticky or residuey or gross. I was really kind of worried about this. And I also didn't want to have to worry about touching up my own roots. I just wanted something that's like a quick fix. So I did some research and I found this, and I will say that this product, for what it is really expensive. It retails for $34, but when you think about how much money you're saving if you use this as opposed to going to the salon, you know, every couple of weeks to get your roots redone, then this pays pays for itself within, you know, one session. So I think that that's great. What you get here, and what I like about this, is that it's great for travel. You get a really nice full-size mirror here. You get your actual powder, and then you get a double-ended brush. One side is kind of bigger, fluffier. I think you could cover more surface area with this guy. And then the other one is kind of a shorter, stiffer brush. I use this end just because I really like to go in there and kind of pack on the color. Like I said, I got mine in the shade dark brown. I didn't realize how dark exactly this part of my hair is. You know, I feel like once you get down to the lengths of my hair, it kind of starts to, especially with like the red in it, starts to look almost a little bit lighter. But up here, it's definitely really dark. So in retrospect, I maybe would have gotten the black shade, but I decided to get the dark brown shade. And I'm not taking it back because honestly, I feel like it looks really good. I know that there still is a tiny little bit of demarcation there, and I'm not saying at all that it's the perfect match. And like I said, I should probably go get black, but I feel like the dark brown is something that, you know, after I get this corrected or get it changed or whatever you want to say, I feel like the dark brown is something that I will use more because I usually try to keep my hair in kind of a dark brown sort of tone, which I didn't this summer, but normally if you watch some of my past videos, you know that that's the shade range I typically go for. And I think it looks really good. It looks extremely natural. It's very, very easy to apply, and it doesn't seem to rub off on my fingers. I'm a big person who likes to touch their hair and play with their hair, and I don't notice that it gets some sort of a, you know, brown residue on my fingers, anything like that. It doesn't make my hair look greasy or dry or anything. It overall is a really great product, and I'm very, very impressed with it. And I would definitely repurchase this, and I would repurchase other shades, you know, if I was going a different route, because I feel like this just saves a lot of time. Now, I mean, if you were to, of course, kind of switch up your hair part midday, I mean, you're gonna have, and you guys can kind of see here, let's start from this side. So hopefully you guys can sort of see this. So that is my natural regrowth. So just so you can kind of see the difference. And obviously if you were to switch up your part midday, this, you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to touch that area up. But you guys can just see like how much lighter my roots are. And you know, with this such a dark color, I mean, that is just not flattering. So I needed a fix, and I feel like, you know, this looks great. This looks way better than that, and I'm very, very happy with it. I might still consider going back and getting the black shade just so it matches even more, but the overall product performs exactly the way I wanted it to, and I would recommend it for sure. And then my final purchased product that I have to talk about is from Becca, and I'm sure you guys can already guess what this is. This is the Champagne Pop Highlighter by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. When we were down in Boise looking for some homes, I decided to pop into their Sephora naturally, and they actually had this, which even my like small town Sephora that's still 2 hours away from me but is nowhere near the size of theirs, they were sold out of it. So I don't know why they had it, but they did, and I was impressed. I had no plans really on purchasing this. I thought it was gorgeous, and there was nothing about it whether I was like, oh, I don't like the color, anything like that. It's just a $40 highlighter, and without being able to see it in person, I was having a really hard time committing to that, but I'm so happy that I did get to see it in person and that I swatched it and I fell in love, because it's just been my go-to highlight. It makes me want to actually highlight, which you guys know normally I don't do, and this has definitely gotten me back into the mode of doing it. So I do have it on today. Hopefully, I know again the lighting's really weird and kind of bright, so hopefully it'll show, but it's just a absolutely gorgeous vanilla creamy kind of color. I'm just so obsessed with this. Very, very impressed. Of course, I mean, if you've had any of the Becca highlighters, they are amazing, and I wouldn't expect anything less, and I definitely think that this deserves all of the rave reviews it's been getting. I've gotten compliments on this. I think it looks, I wouldn't say it's the most natural looking highlighter. I mean, it definitely is like bam, highlight, but it's kind of fun and I like that. So I've been really enjoying that one. Now on to just some random favorites I've been having. I did sort of fall back in love with just my Bare Minerals Loose Foundation. My typical foundation routine recently has been using the Complexion Rescue, sort of just as a base, letting it sit in, and then I'll do my eye makeup or something, and then I'll go in with the loose version, and it kind of bumps up the coverage of the Complexion Rescue, and it just gives it more of a, you know, I wouldn't say the Complexion Rescue is overly dewy. It's just sort of a little bit more on the satiny, glowy side of things. This kind of helps just kind of tone that down a little bit so I can control where I want, you know, the shine. And I think it just gives it a beautiful, very, very skin-like finish. I use the shade Light, and this is the matte version. And this is the one I prefer because the original one has sparkles, and I'm not a sparkle person, so I love that. Similarly, on the Bare Minerals train, which I swear, you know, I paid with these products with my own money. I don't, you know, have any affiliation with Bare Minerals. I've just been liking some of their stuff this month. I've fallen back in love with the blush in the shade The One. Again, it's what I'm wearing today, and I am, you know, very much so enjoying it. I've talked about this before in the past a couple of times, and then I sort of just let it sit in my collection. It's kind of a plummy toned pink is how I would describe it. It's not like a bubblegum pink. It's not a corally pink. It's a very nice kind of plummy tone to it, which I think makes it great for the fall and winter. We're super pretty. Whenever I'm doing kind of a purpley toned or pinky toned or anything like that, sort of an eye, I like to pair this with it, and I've been really liking this. The other thing I've been loving, and I got this actually in a BoxyCharm, and I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I do. This is the Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel. I'm very picky when it comes to my eyebrow gels because I don't like the feeling of them, and that's usually why I try to use like waxes or pomades. But I must say that this one's got something going on. I have it in my eyebrows today, and I feel like it totally keeps my brows in place 100%, but like I can go like this and I can go like this and I don't feel it. It's not like crunch, 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 you know? I don't like that at all. So I love that this is very movable. It keeps my eyebrows in place without making them stiff and, you know, making them kind of fake looking. I mean, even though they're obviously filled in, I don't want them to be like, why are all of her hairs like glossy and straight? Because that's kind of weird. And then very finally, as a favorite, I've been loving this eyeshadow from Inglot. I actually have it on my eyelid today, so hopefully that's picking up. This is in the shade number 160. This is a gorgeous, I don't even know how to describe this. It's like a plummy rose color with kind of a golden shift or kind of a golden satin color kind of running through it. It's really unique and just really pretty. It doesn't come off like super pink, and that's what I like about it. I feel like, you know, it's colorful a little bit, but I mean, obviously I work in an office and I feel like this is still office appropriate. I go to work and I'm not like, woo, say hello to my rainbow eyeshadow, you know? It feels very mature, even though it is kind of a pinkier shade. It's just a nice rosy color. I just really enjoy this, and it's a great just all over the lid shade. What I did for my look today is I put that on the lid. I used this color in the crease, and this is number 344, just kind of a nice matte mauve shade. And then I use this shade number 326, which is sort of it's a dark brown gray with like a slight plummy undertone, this guy here. That's what I used in the crease. It was really simple. I pulled this together in like 10 minutes and I really like it. So huge fan of that, but definitely that first shade, that's been a big favorite. I've used it a lot this month, and it's just nice when I want to do something that's not brown, but I don't want to do something that's like teal or straight up purple or, you know, what have you. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. Please let me know if you've tried out any of these products, what your favorites are, or if you tried something similarly, or maybe if you've been loving something this month. Please let me know. I love to hear your guys' product recommendations. I love trying things that you guys love. So yeah, keep me in the loop with that kind of stuff because I'm very much so interested. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching and for your time and your support as always, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.